Hey guys, this is Jackie from Jack Gets Lost Down a Book Hole, and I gotta do something different. I'm not liking that introduction anymore. I just don't know what to do. I want to try it, but I do want to try something different. I mean, maybe hearing it hundreds of times, it gets really old because I'll play the videos as I upload them. But today is my birthday, so I thought I would share with you what I got for my birthday well, since it's a weekday, this means that everybody else, my family's working, luckily for me, I'm not working today, but it's discount day for seniors. I mean, I'm hoping that the rain will prevent people from going out as much, but there's always that fear that I might get called in on a Thursday, even if I'm off. So, but I'm hoping that's not the case. Unfortunately, I just started this job, and I feel like I can't be like, oh, I can't come in today, and I would be a really bad liar and pretending to be sick. So, if they call me, I would feel obligated to say yes, which, you should say, you should say yes, because, the more you work, the more money you get, but then it's also at the same time, it's like, do you want to waste your time working all the time? You definitely got to find a balance. But I only work 3 days a week, and I only work half the amount of time that most people. I'm only part-time, but it's still, I'm on my feet all day because it is retail. But as long as I keep moving, I can kind of ignore that, just as I can ignore the feeling of these things on my ears, how they cause my ears to hurt. Well, anyway, let me get back to the point of the video. So I wanted to share with you what I already got for my birthday. I will be getting a few more things when my sister will be coming into town next week. So I think I'll be getting some things from her. Unfortunately, she couldn't come now because she lives in another state. And it's a weekday, so it's kind of hard, she's gotta work, and she has 2 little boys, so they gotta go to school and everything, so. Now the first thing I wanted to show you was actually something I bought myself, so it's not a birthday gift, but I just wanted to show it to you anyway. And that is, I got Sleepy Hollow. I am a huge Johnny Depp fan, and yes, I still love Johnny Depp despite the past and everything, okay? Because first of all, if it's about the whole thing with his ex and everything, we don't know the whole story. Don't act like, oh, she's the innocent little saintly girl. Now, of course, some people probably think, oh, you're just biased to Johnny Depp because he's hot and he's a good actor. But we don't know if he's guilty or if she's guilty. We're just going by, the woman, my friend Terry pointed out something weird about how she asked for money. It's like, if she's an abuse victim, why would that be the first thing she asked for is money? So I feel like you cannot, as fans, since we don't know the whole story, we probably will never know the whole story, I feel like we can't take sides and assume, oh, she's a poor innocent victim, but we also can't make excuses for him either just because he's a gorgeous, talented actor. But yes, I still like his movies. I like his work. That has nothing, his personal life has nothing to do with how I feel about his work. That's how I see it. When I like actors, and then there's gossip and they do some bad things, and I know some people will argue that if you buy their products, or in this case the shows or movies that they're involved in, then you're supporting them. You shouldn't give them money, and because they've done these horrible things. It's like, so I'm supposed to not like their stuff? If I already liked it, then it's gonna drive me crazy. But I'm gonna feel like, oh, I can't watch their movies anymore, even though they're great movies, because, oh, they did something really bad. That's one of my fears about if I ever got on Twitter, that, I know a lot of actors like to state their political views on Twitter, and I'm not going to get into a political discussion, obviously, but I would be worried that would taint my view of them I don't like them because of their personal life. I don't like them because of their political views. If I'm going to be one of those people who's only gonna, I would be more prone to listen to my parents' political views, and if I'm gonna not make up my own mind, which which is not a good thing. You should make up your own mind. But if I'm gonna use someone for inspiration on what I believe, it's gonna be my parents, and maybe somewhat of my friends, but not an actor that I like. So I personally believe in separating their personal views and their personal life from their work, because that's not why I like these actors or singers or writers. Now, it kind of but I'm not going to say it won't taint my view a little bit if I know what they are, what their political views are, what their religious views are, how they are in their personal life. Because it would be hard to let go of them if I'm already a huge fan. I'm already a huge fan of Johnny Depp. And I know he's, people are all like, he's done a lot of horrible things, he's a bad person, blah, blah, blah. But, we don't know the whole story. We just know what is said on the news, and that's not the whole, that doesn't necessarily give you the whole story anyway. So, basically what I'm trying to say is, I think I'm a firm believer in separating the work from the person, and it's just I don't want to be stressing over the fact that I like this person's work and worrying and feeling like, oh, I can't support them anymore, I can't give them money anymore because of all the bad things they did. That would just stress me out. So I don't pay attention to that stuff. So I still love Johnny Depp, and I will still watch his movies, and, if it's a movie that I'm really into, then I will still watch it, because sometimes he'll do movies that I'm just not interested in. But, I haven't, I didn't like his, in Tim Burton's version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I compared to the original, I prefer the original movie, and I also have really no interest in Public Enemies #1, or that one I saw that was kind of a similar situation with Public Enemies Public Enemy #1, where he was I think he was a criminal or something. I don't remember. It will come to me after I'm done filming this video. But I saw the same place I got this one. So this is Sleepy. But I got this one at Big Lots, which, if you have never heard of Big Lots, it's kind of like a Walmart type store where where they sell clothes, furniture. Actually, I don't think they even sell clothes. So never mind. They don't sell clothes, but they sell furniture, they sell kitchen appliances, they sell appliances. They sometimes sell little accessories and stuff. So it's not entirely like a Walmart. It's similar to Walmart, but it doesn't sell everything. But there was a small case of DVDs that were $5. And my mom was like, go for it. It's only $5. So this is something I bought myself, and it's one of my favorite Johnny Depp movies. And also it adds to my, I don't have a lot of scary movies for Halloween, that I like to watch on Halloween, or they're not Halloween-esque. And I do not like the slasher movies. I don't care for them. It's not that I get scared, because I have no problem with getting scared or anything like that. I just, those slasher movies, it's they're okay, but they're not my favorites. They're kind of stupid to me. And I did watch the Freddy Krueger movies, which are in the slasher family. The Freddy Krueger, the Friday the 13th movie, they're in the slasher family. But I kind of like it was one of these things where my friend Terry, the one I constantly talk about, she was trying to get me into it. And we watched it one time. Not the best quality version, because she forgot to bring her DVD. But, we watched it, and I kind of like the concept of Freddy Krueger and how he will get to you through your dreams. I thought that was very unique and different. Still was typical 80s movie, but I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. I won't go out and buy it. I actually saw it at the store as well. Not the first one, but some of the sequels. I saw the sequels at Big Lots. But it wasn't one of those, I have to get it. Because I actually was looking for a particular older movie, which was not a horror film. It was actually a romantic comedy called Out to Sea. It's a movie, Brent Spiner's in it. So I've been wanting, and I remember it was one of my favorite romantic comedy movies, and I wanted to get it. I figured get it for under $5, but I also feel weird buying it. You know, I almost would rather wish it was available to me, but it costs money to get on one of the streaming networks or something. Or no, actually, it was on demand, and you know how not everything on demand is free. Some of it costs money, so I didn't. And my parents are the one who pay for the cable, so I'm not gonna accidentally download a movie. And that's how it was with Are You Afraid of the Dark too. Are You Afraid of the Dark is on Amazon. I think it's Amazon Prime, but it costs money to download it. It's not free, which is really annoying because it's like one of these things where you just want to be able to watch it for free. I mean, I know you can't, not everything can be free, but still, it's an old thing and you feel weird buying it. I feel weird, buying Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes or, buying that movie Out to Sea. That's what it's called. Which, by the way, if you're interested, it's a cute movie. Like I said, it's a romantic comedy about these two older gentlemen. One of them's a widower, and the other one's kind of a player, a ladies' man type. And he books him and his friend on a cruise but because it's really cost a lot of money, he gets them on there by having them pretend to be dance host. And Brent Spiner is the cruise director, the entertainment guy, and he's really snobby. This really snobby guy is very a bit on the arrogant side, very cocky. And Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon are the two older gentlemen, and they both they're dance hosts, they both find romance on there. And like I said, it's like a movie that came out in the 90s, and I really like it because it shows how, like, even as seniors, you can still find love. It's not the end for you, even if you are a person in your 80s or 90s or 60s or whatever. I think it's really cute. Because you mostly see romantic comedies with people that are middle-aged or teens or like people my age. And I liked seeing one that was about people that were much older than me. I thought it was really sweet and really cute. It's a funny movie. It's good. But anyway, before this video gets too long, and plus I think I still need to go over and babysit our neighbor's dog. So let me get back to sharing the other stuff I got. Or the stuff I got. That was something that I bought for myself. And then this was a gift actually from Terry. One of the things she got me 3 things. Pennywise Funko Pop. Oh, sorry, Pennywise. Don't scare me. Although I'm not a kid anymore, so. This, I think, it says the movie, but technically, this is the version from the mini-series, so it's kind of a movie and kind of isn't. But I know it's not the 2017 movie just by the outfit he's wearing. In the 2017 movie, he wears the silver outfit, which is actually, I think, is what he wears in the book. Is the color of the actual outfit in the book. But I don't know, maybe they wanted to go more brightly colored costume, like that might show up better or something, just like how, although the movie came out in the 90s, but I mean, the filming quality was still a little not as great as it is today. And it was a made for TV movie, so it's, even smaller budget. But, so, yeah, this is the Tim Curry version of Pennywise. And I'm hoping to get, at some point, I want to get I'll buy it for myself or I'll ask for it one day. I mean, although I always feel weird asking my family members. Like, I feel it's better to ask Terry or one of my other friends for Funko Pops or buying it myself because it's not as weird and she won't judge me for buying the little creatures, as my mom likes to call them. She won't give me as much of a hard time, if I ask for one of these. And I just feel weird asking for my parents or my sister. So the rest of my gifts are, surprise, surprise, are books, of course. So this first one, I have been trying to get more into nonfiction, and I noticed I enjoy, the nonfiction I like are memoirs about individual people. Now, this is not a memoir, actually. This is an actual biography But this, I really love this. This is Walt Disney, and I mean, who doesn't love Walt Disney? And who wouldn't be, This is his biography by Neil Gabler. I actually saw this at the Books a Million. I'm kind of hoping to go today because, of course, I'm a book buyer. I love books. I collect books. I read books. So of course I'm gonna want to buy more books today. It's the only thing I like to do. But I'm debating because I feel guilty asking my dad if he could take me to the bookstore because I just got books for my birthday. But there are some books that I didn't put on my list that I would like to buy. And I also am using the excuse if I want to get out of the house. So far though, my dad has only mentioned, oh, well, we do need to pick up, because he said one of the things, they're letting me choose what we have for dinner tonight. He needs to pick up the ingredients, so he's like, well, I do need to go to the grocery store to get the ingredients for dinner tonight, so, but I'm like, and of course, he does, it's raining here, so I'm a little... So it's like, I want to see if I can get him to take me there, but then it's like, at the same time, I feel guilty about it, and I feel like he's going to say no, because I just got books for my birthday. But anyway, so yeah, I've been wanting to get this. I have, this is one of the 3 biographies that I wanted to get. Well, one of them is a memoir. Well, 2 of them are memoirs, and this is an actual biography. I wanted to get the, I had wanted to get the one that Julie Andrews wrote about her early years, which I have that, and I've shown that on my previous videos. Home, a memoir of my early years. And then there's also a Christopher Plummer one called In Spite of Myself. But I've been debating about that because I haven't seen a lot of his work, although I haven't seen a lot of Julie Andrews' work either. But, I didn't know if, but, I might get it ask for it for cheap, if it's cheap at like Amazon or something. I don't know. I'll get it. I might get it. I might not. But and then I also wanted to get this one about Walt Disney. This is a pretty hefty book. So, but yeah, I want to read that one at some point. Like I said, at some point. I don't know if I'll get around to it. Next is, and that one's from my parents. This is also from my parents. And that is the first book in the Magician's trilogy. I got the 3rd one from the used bookstore, for like $5. It was a hardback one, so it was a little bit more expensive. $4 or $5, I can't remember. Although what I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and buying the next 2 the books 2 and 3 in this kind of edition, to, just go ahead and buy them and just send that one back to the bookstore. It's just one of these things where I'm kind of getting into hardback books, and, you're not going to find hardback books for a cheaper price than at a used bookstore. So, because a regular hardback at, like, a Books A Million is, like, $20. So, which isn't terrible, but it's still, for someone like me, that's still kind of pricey. So, either way. But, this book itself is pricey, too. It's $17. So it's almost $20, actually. So it's basically the same cost the hardback book would be. But then but a hardback book might be even more expensive. So yeah, I got this one, the first book in the Magicians for Christmas. For my birthday. And this, like I said, I've been told, the common criticism is that they say in this book is it's better to read the whole trilogy all in one go, because this is the characters are very unlikable, and it's not, people constantly compare this to Harry Potter. People say the original comparison was, oh, it's like Harry Potter for adults, which, whenever I hear stuff like that, I'm thinking, and then people say, ew, it's nothing like Harry Potter. I'm thinking, well, why do people keep saying it's like Harry Potter? The only thing it has in common with Harry Potter is it's a magical school. But it's kind of more of a parody, I think, because I have seen the TV show, so I got the basic gist of what happens in the story. I would say it's more of a satire on fantasy. That's the word. oh my god, I hate when, like, I'm trying to think of a specific word, like satire, in the moment, and then I can't think of it, and then it's like, you know, it comes to me later, much later. And I'm like, oh, that's the word I was trying to think of, damn it. I was trying to sound clever using a word like that, and I couldn't think of it. But it's kind of a satire on the fantasy genre, and it's like kind of mocks a lot of the tropes in fantasy. But I wonder what this little. I just noticed this. I love the spine on here, but I just noticed what is actually on the spine. It's it looks like a some kind of bug, like a I'm trying to think of what kind of bug that is. Maybe it's a bee or something. Oh well, it's something. It's a bug with a key. Like there's a key in between the two. Like it has a bunch of bugs like side by side. In between the two bugs is like a key of some kind. So I'm trying to think what the bug has to do with, because like I said, I watched the show, but I'm not sure what the bug is, what it's referencing to. I don't know. But I really love the show, so I wanted to read the books. And I'm not one of those people who's gonna, you know, expect, because I mean, I'm no longer Aelin/Celaena from Throne of Glass series' biggest fan anymore, but she's still a fascinating character to know. And, you know, I love the secret history, and most of those characters are very unlikable people. And I think, in a way, people would point out that if you were in This Is Where I Leave You, the book I just read by Jonathan Tropper, that the protagonist in that book isn't the most likable human being either. He's a sympathetic human being, I think, but so I'm not someone to shy away from just because characters are unlikable. And I've already, from what I've heard from other people, I kind of have an idea of what to expect. And like I said, I love the show, so. The next book I got because, again, that was a gift from my parents. The next book I got from my parents is this one. One of my favorite booktubers, some of my favorite booktubers, like Jen from Insert Literary Pun. Oh, I hope that wasn't because I hope I didn't do that. It's just like, I think it's all folded. I must have done that on accident. But now it looks like a used book. But I know it's not because my mom bought it. I mean, I guarantee, I think my mom bought it at Books A Million. So it's not a used book. But, it's like $15.95. But anyway, Jen from Insert Literary Pun and a few other booktubers. I can't think of. There's another one who I'm trying to think of who else has mentioned these books, that Allie Smith's work. But I hear about her a lot on some of the booktubers that don't constantly talk about YA, because yes, I hate to say it, but yes, YA does kind of dominate the booktube community. But in defense of that, first of all, I still love YA. YA is still good. I know it's about teenagers, and not all YA is good, because it's full of tropes and cliches and stuff, but there is why I still enjoy it. And plus, no, you don't have to be a YA reader to be part of BookTube. That's one of the, I think I brought this up before, that there was a guy that was trying to, you know, was making videos just for fun to show in our group. And I mentioned, well, oh, you should go on BookTube. And he said the reason why he won't go on BookTube is because he thinks, oh, I don't read a lot of YA, so I can't be on BookTube. It's like, and I don't want to, because he's a stranger, but I keep on hinting little hints, pointing out that, no, BookTube isn't just a YA community. Because it just annoyed the crap. I was like, seriously? So you're gonna not want to go on BookTube because, oh, it's YA dominated. It's all about the YA, so I can't be on there. It's like, no, that is ridiculous. There are a lot of booktubers that don't read YA. It's just, you know, it just annoys me. And I feel like it's unfair that people are like, that there's this, the whole whenever YA, that there's some that people, like, YA is a turnoff for people. And it annoys me. But anyway, okay, let me get back to this. Sorry, I keep going, as usual, I'm going off on tangents. But yeah, I heard from Jen from Insert Literary Punch. She's one of the people I know who talks about who has talked about Ali Smith. Although some of her, I don't know if I'll read all of her books. I might just read her seasonal quartet. I don't know if I'll ever read any of her other books because some of her other books don't seem like my kind of books. I don't know. I'll have to look at her backlist and look at some of her other books that look at all the books she's written, seeing if it's my kind of book. I want to take these off, but at the same time, the screen is so blurry. It's so weird. After I take these off, the screen looks like things look like a little blurry almost. When I take these off, when I take off the glasses, it's like, in fact, it's kind of weird seeing me without them. But I mean, I technically don't need to wear them because it's really just, sometimes when I'm watching TV. My right eye will, I'll switch back and forth with my eyes. Like, I read with one eye and I watch TV with the other kind of thing, and that's the only reason I needed them. But they're cute. But the only problem is that it bothers me here. It hurts here. In the back of my ear where this part is. And this part is technically. Like I said, it's weird not wearing them. It looks weird. But anyway, so I don't know if I'll check out any of her other books. But she's a Man Booker Prize finalist. Or this book is. So, and New York Times, one of the New York Times 10 best books of the year. I don't know what year that was. Let me see what year. But I want to read some more of her. And what's great is this is large print text. I like large print. I have this, and I think my mom probably did that on purpose because I've told her recently that I don't like print, the minuscule print in mass market paperbacks. I don't like it. Because, the only reason why I buy those is because they're small and they cost less. The mass market paperbacks. But the print is so small and, when you're tired and struggling with concentration, it makes it even worse to read small print books, because then it's like you end up reading the same sentence hundreds of times. So, and I told that to my mom, so I'm guessing she made sure to get a big print edition of this. But like I said, I might only read her seasonal quartet, which is she has Winter out. I already know Winter's out, so I will be buying that one. There are like a handful of books I'm thinking about getting. And that's one of the reasons I'm thinking about getting them now. So I'm like, Dad, I'm asking my dad if he can, wanting to ask my dad if he'll take me to Books A Million, but then I said, I just got a bunch of books for my birthday, so I think he might say no. Okay, this video is getting too long, so let me finish this up. Okay, so the last two books are books from Terry, and that is the Farseer trilogy, the first two books. I have been wanting to get into these books for a while, Robin Hobb for a while. I remember, Assassin's Quest? So it's not a trilogy, is it? Yeah, I guess it's not really a trilogy. But I have been wanting to get into Robin Hobb, especially since Sam from Sam's Nonsense constantly talks about how great Robin Hobb is. So I've been wanting to get into her books. I didn't have one of her books, but Sam herself said on a video that you gotta read her books in order, because, if you don't read because she's one of those authors that writes series, kind of like the Dragonlance books, if you ever heard of those, where the authors of that series have written a series of books, but they've written little trilogies, and then in the same universe that are linked together with and that's, I think, from what I can tell, Robin Hobb is the same way, that she writes, that all of her books are she writes little separate trilogies that link to to each other. So Sam from Sam's Nonsense said that you need to read them in order because the trilogies will give away stuff from the previous trilogies. So I can't read the Dragon Keeper book. And for a while, I was thinking about getting rid of it. But then, like I said, I was watching Sam from Sam's Nonsense, who talks about Robin Hobb, and there are other booktubers that talk about Robin Hobb. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to, either I'm going to ask for Robin Hobb's books for, like, Christmas or my birthday, or I'm going to buy them myself. So I was kind of waiting, because there were a couple times where I went to Booksmania and I was tempted, and I was like, no, I put them on my list, so I'll just wait, and then I will get them. And I think maybe today's another one of today, if I could talk my dad into taking me, I could get the third book in the trilogy. If I wanted to, but if it was there. Although, now I don't know if it's a trilogy or not, because they also have Assassin's Quest as well. Let me look at the book. You know how in books they have the inside, Assassin's Fool, Royal Assassin, Assassin's Apprentice, so, oh no, that's a separate trilogy, never mind. Okay, so Assassin's Apprentice, Royal Assassin, Assassin's Quest. So that's the one I need to get, Assassin's Quest. And then right after it is the Assassin's fits in the Fool trilogy, Fool's Assassin, and Fool's Quest. Oh, sorry about that. So that's a separate thing. I thought that was part of this, and it wasn't a trilogy after all, but nope, that's a separate one. Okay, so those are all that I got for my birthday. So if you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click subscribe. And to all my already subscribed people, love you guys, and I hope you are enjoying your reading. Alright, bye. Okay, let's see this one.